South Carolina Student Loan has been in business for over 40 years. Our job has really been trying to help students succeed in finding their educational goals and meeting those educational goals and being able to pay for those educational goals. For many years we made the federal loans here in South Carolina. Those are now all handled directly by the federal government, but we still have a vital role in helping with private loans and trying to help students understand exactly how the financial aid process works, making sure they get all the free money they possibly can before they have to go to that last resort of borrowing money to go to college. I like to work very closely with the counselors throughout the state of South Carolina, trying to go into the high schools quite a bit. We do a lot of what we call financial aid nights, where we'll actually go to the school during the evening. The parents will come out along with the students, and we can explain to them about the federal programs, the state programs that are available to help pay for college. We can also tell them about how the FAFSA, how the process works to get involved, how to pay for those loans, how to get the whole process started, and hopefully borrow as very little as possible, but if they have to borrow money, being there to have the most efficient, the least expensive method of paying for a loan. Being a nonprofit organization, we can usually do a little better than the big national people that make student loans, so we can give them a better deal, help them out better. We have the College Planning Center, which allows families all the way from kindergarten, all the way up through grade 12. It provides them step-by-step, grade-specific guidance on things they need to be doing to get ready for college, both academically, getting ready, studying, doing your work, as well as financially, starting those savings plans, understanding what kind of financial aid is going to be out there. This college planning tool will actually allow people to see what the cost of college will be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, or at least a projection of what they think the cost will be, so they can make those appropriate plans. You know, the last thing we want is somebody to be planning on going to college, be ready to graduate from high school, and be walking in the doors of school, the college, and finding out they don't have enough money. So we want to help them understand what to expect all along the process. We do administer a program for the state of South Carolina called the South Carolina Teacher Loan Program. It is a state program. We administer it, and the key thing about this is you borrow money to go to college, but it is 100% forgivable if that individual then teaches in the state of South Carolina afterwards. They do have to teach in a critical geographic area of the state. About 80% of our schools are defined as critical geographic areas, or in what's called a critical subject. Those change every year, but there's about a dozen of them or more out there now that are considered critical. Teach any of those subjects, the entire amount of the money can be forgiven in anywhere from 3 to 5 years. Your full loan is forgiven. That program does run out of money every year, so we encourage people to apply as quickly as possible and as early as possible. There's only limited money available from the state for that teacher loan program. To be a South Carolina teacher loan recipient, as a freshman coming out of high school, you do have to graduate in the top 40% of your high school graduating class. You do have to be a South Carolina resident. You have to be a citizen of the United States. Your SAT and your ACT score have to be at least the average of our state for that year. For this most recent year, our SAT average was 1,080. The SAT average was 18, so you have to meet just those minimum requirements. One scholarship we offer right here at South Carolina Student Loan is called the 1K College Giveaway. It's just a random drawing. People go to our website, you apply, you can do it every month. Juniors in high school, seniors in high school, and their parents are eligible to enter. And if your name is pulled out of the hat, you get $1,000 to go to school. Just a random chance to win. It's worth taking 5 minutes to sign up for it, just to see if you can do it. South Carolina Student Loan's goal throughout history has been to help people succeed. One of the biggest things we try to combat is getting families to understand that college is affordable. Yes, that high price of college often scares families away, and we often feel that families, especially low-income families or families where the parents didn't go to college, feel that because they see that high tuition tag, that they really shouldn't even think college is possible. We're trying to dispel that myth. We really believe college is affordable for every family. The money will be there if we can get the student to do their job, and that is to do the best that they can in school, in middle school and high school particularly. If they'll study, they don't have to be straight A students, don't have to be the class valedictorian, but if they'll do the best that they can, we'll find the money for them to follow those dreams, to do whatever it is they want to do, and to make sure they can go to college. The money is available if they'll work. They're always welcome to contact us by phone, and that website, www.scstudentloan.org, certainly provides all the information, tells you about all the different programs we have available to us,